welcome to another episode of the Chaotic Minds. I am your host, DJ Thunderbase, and I am Devante Ewing, and joined today with my co-hosts.
Hello, guys, girls, and squirrels. I'm Henry Montney, also known as Mayhem the Heart's Mace. Don't mind the baby with the fussiness in the background.
What if I do mind?
I do. Took away the TV time. Damn it, llama. But I'm Mayhem the Heart's Mace. Hey, how you guys doing?
Haha, there's no counter today, so there no damn llamas don't count. Ha. I am Dark Trooper calling you from live from Secret Location, aka my couch. How you all doing tonight?
And I am the Supreme Llama Overlord, also coming to you from a secret location, and I am not going to tell you what that location is because I have no idea. But according to some notes that I have somewhere eventually, this should be a very professional evening. Hold on. Okay, never mind. These are just receipts. I have no notes.
And unfortunately, our other co-hosts what was it? Dom the Intelligent, I think it was? Sage the Intelligent will not be joining us tonight because he has a prior engagement with his family.
Literally, someone's getting married.
It's so emotional.
I thought it was a private engagement, if you know what I'm saying. You know, the late night variety.
Well, he is in Vegas. So.
I thought it was going to be Vegas, you could very easily hire somebody so it's not a solo. Anyways.
Well, that's because it's legal there.
Hey, you guys want to go to Vegas?
It's legal in Nevada.
What happens in DJ Thunderbase's room stays in DJ Thunderbase's room.
Damn it!
Anywho, let's get started with our first one.
Did everything just go quiet, or did I just go quiet?
You are always quiet.
Well, just to fill the void, in case anybody was wondering, I am actually not at home for once.
For once?
I mean, I usually live there.
Only just.
Hi, lady.
Hello, guys, girls, and squirrels. Hope all is well with everybody. When it comes to relationships, you have to remember to communicate. Communication is key to all relationships, friendships, and relationships, workships, and everything else, and life. Talk, figure things out, try to know what's going on to make sure things aren't having a problem. On that...
Bitch, get off my fucking ass! I'm sorry. This bitch is like, she's fucking riding my ass like the last 5 minutes. For the record, I am driving. Do not worry. I joined the stream while I was parked.
Damn it, llama.
What am I up to? 3?
3 or 4. I can't. Anywho, damn, made me lose train of thought. So when it comes to friends and stuff and people that are true to you and your homies and communication, you don't just go behind people's backs or anything. You don't owe them money. You don't screw them over. You don't steal from them or break their stuff or anything of the such. Sadly, in some people's lives, they do run across these said things. I myself ran across it many, many times, dealing with it all the way till now, and it's insane. Know who your friends are. Pay attention to the little I have been distancing from certain people over the years, and it's because of I knew who was good and who was bad. Yet there's a lot of bad people, and I've been avoiding a lot of them for a reason, because drama. But on that note, we have a video to show
Drama
you.
llama.
Damn it, llama. You're friends. You're
Disclaimer.
Yes, there's disclaimers. Llama's one of the good friends, as well as all these guys on the channel we all talk and chat with. But on that, we have our disclaimer for any copyrights and under the section of 107. And we will check out this video. We're using it for the show. This guy is funny. Shout out to him for his video.
Hi there, and also take it or leave it, but hello! I gotta say, we truly live in a golden age of social media. Don't you think there are 58 million social media sites out there, and they're all pretty much the same. Today, I'm going to be exploring one of them called Threads. And there are some special things happening over there. They're very special, and you'll feel good about knowing them, I'm sure. I'll get into all that in just a minute, but here's a little teaser to wet your whistle. Johnny, could you just pick the best 1-second clip from the rest of the video and plug it right here, please? I have heavy bag rash. I'm here now. Thank you. That looks great.
I'm watching the camera. Look over
so if you're not familiar with Threads, it's Zuckerberg's Twitter, which is a response to Elon Musk thinking he's the best person to run everything. See, Mark and Elon have a bit of a feud going on, but instead of going the physical route like they said they would, they do stuff like this and make same but different versions of technology until the planet is entirely consumed. And I don't know if you've been on this platform, but Threadsburgs is a strange place to visit. I'm not doing a second take of that. That was perfect. And one of the reasons this is a strange place to visit is because it's chock full of vague posting. Now, what is vague posting? Vague posting is when someone posts something vague. Like, say you're scrolling and Threads serves you up a post from someone that just says, did he really just do that?
That, along with absolutely no reference whatsoever.
And that happens a lot. Like, I mean, more than average. You can go through.
Oh my god! I'm only on Threads because I have to be for my job. I have to be on Threads. That's the only reason. I do not like it. I do not like Threads one little bit. And oh my gosh, with the name change of Twitter to X, opened up a lot of the crazies.
Yeah, dude, I've noticed. People talking crap, and I'm just going, this is interesting. Or I get scammers. Get waves of scammers. And hackers, and no, not hackers, but scammers and thieves.
Or horny people.
One social media site. 2 if you count YouTube. And my only one is Discord.
And mad respect for that, because to be honest, I would like to be like that in some ways, but all the stuff damn it, Llama and Sir Llama. And when it comes,
don't you damn it, my llama, sir.
I damn your llama. La, 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 la. Was that racist? Oh no, I'm sorry, that was funny. Yeah, with this kind of stuff though, with internet, the guys arguing and everything, people being like shady or putting weird stuff, like a lot of drama happens because of the internet with that, and people take things out of context, and people will lie or slander or defame. And I know I've had to deal with it a lot of people lying about me, and I've had to prove them wrong every time, or had to prove your innocence, because it's not innocent until proven guilty. It's guilty until proven innocent, at least in the standards, the sections and areas I've had to deal with. It's just pretty insane, but it's just how they treat you now, and I don't know what's going on in the world. And when it comes to certain friends,
honestly, I don't play those stupid internet games on the internet. If I don't like you, I'll just block you and just say, go fuck yourself, and block you.
Man, I miss being like that.
I
started doing that a lot.
Like mad here.
Yeah, I can notice the internet changed a bit when the storm came in. Oh yeah, I've done that too. It's have drama with people. Occasionally you talk crap. One of my biggest flaws was I'd get call people out and lash out for a moment. But it was more of just teaching them a lesson. But these days it's like, oh my God, words hurt people. I'm like, no, they don't. I've been called every name in the book. And yeah, it hurts. I'm upset. Okay, cool.
Sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will never hurt me.
Yep.
That one toy, the toy I just gave Mayhem the other day does.
Wait, what? Oh, yeah.
Sticks and stones may break my bones, but words may never hurt me, but a shotgun equals us all.
It is.
Shotgun is stones. The shotgun basically equates to stones.
Yeah. Your taser is your balls. Or a knife at other places.
Hey, question. Excuse, who did do what? What is this about? I now need to know. I have got nothing to go on, which makes me want to click the post to read the replies to figure out what the hell is going on and if I should actually care, only to see that all the replies are people that are also like, who did really what and when did they do it? Nothing was said, nothing was learned, but engagement was had, and algorithms, they like engagement. So they pushed that post like, wow, people are interacting with this one. They must really like it. They clicked on it. This must be a good post. Welcome to Threads. Threads also has a little spoiler text feature where part of your post isn't visible unless it's clicked on. The idea there is that could be a useful feature because there's nothing worse than scrolling through social media and seeing a spoiler for the show you're currently watching. Damn it. I just saw that in the finale, Bluey gets rabies, but that's not the only way people are using this feature. Oh, no. They're using it to make you click on their posts for no apparent reason as well. Is this a safe place to say? I'd love to skip summer and go straight to fall. Woo! Dang, am I glad that was a two-parter. I couldn't have handled all that in one go. Papa can only take so much at once. Yeah. Also, summer is great. What are you talking about? In winter, I stay...
How do you...
Mayhem, is this a safe place to shit myself?
Are you in your home sanctum?
Well, I mean, I'm in the basement.
Then yes, you can go all you want. Just not by me. Oh no!
Well, he is technically directly below you, so...
Is this a safe place to shit myself?
No, it is not. Damn it, Llama. He's on me. He's so dirty. I just took a shower.
I am dirty.
I know. Ew.
Give him a big hug.
Damn it, Llama.
I mean, technically, I just gave him half a hug at least.
And I feel violated. But
you should. Should I come back with the taser?
Taser fight?
Remember, kids, tasers are not toys. Unless your name is Llama. And not just any llama, but the llama. For I am the llama.
Anywho, let's finish this up for a moment before we shift off. Damn it, Llama.
Indoors all the time. But in summer, I stay indoors all the time and also outside. But the thing that has struck me most about Threads is what I believe are referred to as reply guys. Well, I'd say these are reply men, a lot of older gentlemen, reply sirs, perhaps. My suspicion is that they're not fully aware of how Threads connects to your Instagram account. And depending on what permissions you may have in it, it connects to it. One of the things it can do is automatically follow people that you're already following on Instagram if they've activated their Threads account too. That's how I have like 30,000 followers on Threads despite not having posted anything in almost 3 years. That's some automatic following, my friends. It's not that my 2 posts were so good that these folks were like, whoa, I gotta see if he's gonna post again. Another setting that people might not realize they have turned on is this thing where if you leave a comment on an Instagram post, it automatically posts that reply as a thread on your Threads account with a link to the original Instagram post. So Threads has this beautiful, perfect storm of older dudes who think they're safe commenting on pictures of hot girls with their brand new Threads account, but they're actually already being followed by a lot of friends and family who can see those comments, and then a lot of older dudes who think they're safe deep in comment sections of hot girl Instagram posts. Those comments are automatically being shared to their Threads account and just showing up in people's timelines or feeds, whatever. It's a wonderful thing to witness. And so far in my studies, I've narrowed down Threads reply men to 5 different categories. Category 1, guys that reply to fake girl profiles. I'm not sure if you know this, and I'm sorry to break it to you if you don't, but a lot of people on the internet, they're fake. They're not real. Yep. They're pretending to be real, but they're not. Like Jeff. You know, Jeff, I just found out last week that he's not real.
What did you say?
Just for the record, I'm not real.
This was a real guy.
Are you telling people that I'm not real again? Ryan, I'm real.
So convincing.
Would a fake person do this? Do the robot. I am a robot.
I would.
Okay, bad example.
Here's a post from one Miss Tyler Mile. Her only post ever on her brand new account. You tell me if this seems real. I've noticed that a lot of women are into OnlyFans type content these days. No judgment at all, to each their own. But personally, that's not my thing. I'm not here to ask for money or offer anything in exchange for attention. Just looking something real and pure love. So what's the verdict? Does that seem like a real post made by
BS? Bull.
Biggest bullshit. I've seen posts like that a million times in the world with fake profiles and girls, and they're like, they're none of them are real. And the ones that were like that back in the day were the girls that were hoeing around but saying they were just looking for love.
Should I come back up there in my underwear?
No,
Yeah.
They were trying to get the guys that actually did like girls like that, even though they were girls like that.
Yep.
I'll show you my girls.
Wait. I'm gonna cry now. Damn it, Llama. Okay.
You should.
that actual
Wait,
person?
where did I put my tablet?
I don't know. You're Llama.
Oh, found it.
All right, back to Mr. Dude.
In that photo? Well, if you replied yes, you may be one of these dudes. Cute. I hope you find it. Hi, I'm Mike. That is what I want to. Would love to talk to you. Wait, sorry, let me try that one again, but how I imagine this guy would actually say that. Would love to talk to you. You continue to pique my interest, this time visually. Wow, you look amazing. I'm trying to be polite, but my manhood is saying, go for it. Oh, man, yuck. I'm starting to doubt that you were actually trying to be polite there. Because later in that same sentence, you started talking about boners almost immediately. I don't think you tried very hard to be polite at all.
He just glitched that out for a split second on purpose. That was hilarious.
But just to acknowledge chat, have you ever been called a cheesecake?
Yes, actually. Strangely enough. Don't
Me
know
too.
why.
But I wasn't asking you. I was asking chat. Thank you very much. Because apparently they've been called everything. Or were you specifically saying you've been called like literally everything? Where they're like, hey, everything, come here.
Oh, that's funny.
Yay! I thought I was out of turkey, but I'm not out of turkey.
Isn't that cannibalism?
You're a cannibal. I'm not. What? How is turkey cannibalism,
Because you are.
madam?
Because you're nothing but a gobbler.
I'll show you my gobbler.
Damn it, Llama.
Well, let me come back up there for Mayhem's camera so you can see it.
No.
I mean, that sounds kind of kinky.
I'm gonna cry.
You should.
I've been called soap on the room. All right, that's a new one to me. What the hell does that mean?
I don't know, but Oscar Mayer, you need to do better on these terror things.
All right. On that note, lore.
What about the floor?
Damn it, Llama.
Did you break the floor again?
Yes.
I mean, that wouldn't surprise me. You probably just whipped out your dick.
One cock push-up a day.
I call those cock-ups.
Lore?
Play it, DJ.
DJ Thunderbass.
He's probably just face palming us right now. Like, the hell is wrong with you guys?
No, that's what chat's doing.
The chaotic minds, everybody.
You guys a long time. Anyway, are we not playing?
You've been called ovaries? Well, I'm totally ovary that.
Well, welcome to this merry month of June. And June has a very long sense of history when it comes to. It oftentimes has to do with summertime, sunshine, camping trips, fishing, and
Chickens.
Tiptoe through the tulips.
Tiptoe through the windows to my ball. Oh wait, wrong song. Wrong melody, or right melody, wrong song. Anyways, continue. Sorry. I'll shut up.
Anyway, it's named after a specific goddess named Juno, which is a Roman goddess, and actually is actually the Roman version of Hera. Juno is
heroin.
She is the goddess. She is the Roman goddess of marriage, fertility, and childbirth. And June is a very good time for it. And as most marriages companies say, June is a very hot time to get married. Not just me. She is celebrated as the guardian of women, as symbol of family and fresh starts. Makes June the prime time for wedding. Other traces named to Janus, a Permian Roman of family, Latin for Janus. Blah blah blah. Seasonal opportunities and astral. In the northern hemisphere, the summer solstice lands on around June 20th, 2021, exceeding of the year, longest day and the shortest night. Ancient cultures mark this as an occasion to celebrate for the Celtic Latha, which is
chicken.
Hang on. Oh, it's known as Midsummer. It's a pagan holiday to honor the sun and fire. Pagans celebrate during this holiday as a theme of strength, growth, and success and wealth.
Yep.
Lathia, it also celebrates the abundance of nature and honors the sacred body of waters, the sacred bodies of water, and symbolize Lathia as the sun rose, sunflowers, honeybees, and lightning blah 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 blah.
Yep, this year it's the same. This year it'll be the same weekend as the Juneteenth.
Awesome. Which is I just saw it. June's full moon is the strawberry moon. Is also named after Native Americans for the wild strawberry ripens and for picking at the time. With the longer daylight hours and warmer temperatures, the month also brings first harvests of crops like greens, peas, beans, and new potatoes, carrots, blueberries. That's a lie. Blueberries aren't until August.
You're not until August.
And automatically, I instantly started thinking of that song.
What song?
The Thanksgiving song.
Oh, because the only song that came to my mind was the thong song.
Oh, this one on June 30th.
No, there was a gospel artist that does a song that literally sounded just like what you did.
On June 30th, 1908, an exploding asteroid filters through an estimated 80 million trees, sparking a forest fire, of course, across 830 square miles of Serbia. The event is the largest unknown due to the area's remoteness and Russia's. It's Russia. I figured as much. Anyway, June is picked as a unique celebration beyond the usual holidays. the Vestal Festival of ancient Rome, which honors the Vestal god of health and blah 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 blah. On June 24th is the festival of Saint John the Baptist. They going back to the 4th century, and honors the birth of the biblical prophecy known as the summer Christmas, also known as the Summer's Christmas, a festival that is celebrated by some countries, both religious and sacred, and bonfire blah 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 blah. In London, it has the Natto Rose Festival celebrate. What the fuck is that? It's an annual rite of ceremony takes place in summer, and is also known as bring chairs, bright of fun.
Mayhem, do you want to see my pickles?
No.
I have them in a jar.
Over in India, June is abundant, blah blah. Can't talk. Bustling with festivals, including. I'm not even going to try that. I'll give it a shot. Ambubakai Malaya, celebrating. Yeah, I think that's it. It's the celebration of a goddess of fertility and womanhood. How about this one? If you're in Michigan, you might be celebrating Natural Log Cabin Day.
Yeah, Mayhem and I are going to be celebrating that this year.
People that are planning to go up north for it, actually, that are planning on going
last
up north
Sunday
and staying.
No, we were just going to demo the house and rebuild it as a log cabin for the week.
Damn it, Laura.
It's the passing in 1989, making it a lone state with a yearly festival that includes a tour of historical log cabins, with some dating back to 1840. That actually sounds really fun. Yeah, forget that. It's saying that June's mascot is the firefly, which, if you don't know what a firefly is, it's a little bug that has a little light up. Its butt lights up because for bioluminescence.
The bug with the light up booty.
I must be a firefly because every time Mayhem spanks me, mine lights up.
Damn it, Llama.
Anyway, June is a time of abundance. It is a time for picking delicious strawberries. I'm planning on getting some strawberries and making them into syrup.
Yeah, I've been seeing those videos. It looks real good.
It's a time of. It's when school kids are getting out of school to enjoy summer vacation. At least those who don't live on farms and become child labor.
I'll show you my labor. It is very childish, though.
And it is a time when the annual boats are on the lakes and enjoying the warmth and the sunshine while we can. That's June. Back to you, DJ.
So when they were calling you soap on a rope, is that the equivalent of calling somebody a tool?
Yes.
I didn't know that. That's kind of interesting.
Yeah, I actually kind of didn't know a lot about the stuff, but apparently it's pretty cool. It's a pretty interesting thing. I didn't know about the Juno thing because Percy Jackson talks about it. Rick Riordan talks about it. Basically, Juno and Hera are the same goddess, but they changed the. But the Romans like to plagiarize a lot of things, so they tweaked Juno a little bit, so she's a little bit more how should you say pleasant.
Bustier.
No, she's more pleasant, meaning that she's not as big of a bitch.
Yeah, I wouldn't be pissing off Hera. Safety tips.
Ooh, condoms.
Are not as effective as you may think.
Oh, is this not like a word association game?
Today's word is
Trojan.
I was a Trojan baby.
I got something for safety.
I really was.
Currently in Africa right now, there's a massive outbreak of Ebola. This is reported from the Midas Touch. So if you don't believe them, go on their YouTube channel and find out for yourself. Apparently, but I just wanted to give the safety out is that Ebola is not a airborne disease. You don't get it by breathing it, by being in proximity with people. You get it. You get it by getting and coming in contact with someone.
You said coming.
Fluids of the person who is infected with the disease.
Hey, ma'am, you want a kiss?
No. And
so if you have friends who are going to those areas, or have people who have gone to those areas, have them go get and quarantine themselves and get themselves checked before, so they don't spread it. That's my 10 cents. I just wanted to get past that information on. The best way you can help defend yourself against diseases like that is to educate yourself. Google reputable medical journals about it, and such as the CDC and WHO. Who? What? I heard Owl.
You don't trust the WHO after what they did. But the every person said, "Oh, safety tips, great. I'm an accident waiting to happen." Done. Done.
So what? Are you Daphne from Scooby-Doo? Are you a redhead?
I don't know, but I saw one of those things on the internet where Daphne and Velma like get chased around by a bunch of different people in costumes, and then everybody's naked.
Oh, you watch that one too. Safety tips, people. Watch what you're know what you're.
Beware of haunted houses. It may be full of people in costumes that somehow chase you from different rooms that don't connect to each other.
Right.
The funniest thing is those scare rooms have actually proved that Scooby-Doo logic is real.
It does. It works. I've seen it. I've watched a lot of those things where they go around and they disappear for a moment, bounce around somewhere because they're fast enough or agile enough, and the guy's like, "Where the hell did they go?" And then
over there,
and then they're popping behind them, and they're like, "Wait."
I literally saw a scare room where they actually fully pulled off the actual multiple door scenario that happens in Scooby-Doo. I actually saw a successful version of that.
That's funnier. Yeah, I've seen a few of those. I seen one that was funny. Was they tricked the guy into dancing with them, and then they ran off.
You don't have to trick me to dance with you.
No, I have to keep you away and with the bear mace, and somehow it doesn't affect you. You just eat it.
Well, that's because it's bear mace and not llama mace.
That's because he got sprayed with that crap so much times. He's built up an immunity to it.
Right. It won't work on llama.
Yeah, no, I was doing that thing that one royal dude did, where he kept ingesting poison to become immune to poison, and then he became captured, and then he tried to take poison to get out of it, but he turned out he built up an immunity to it, and his plan actually worked, but then he couldn't execute his new plan of using poison
to kill himself.
Yes.
Wow. So he was just stuck there.
I don't know if that's based on a true story. It was just some random thing that I heard.
It's partially true. And I don't know if that's the actual story. That'd be funny if that is, because that's irony. Well, you can.
Irony. It's a 5-letter word. IRONE.
Right.
Why?
I mean, I just felt like spelling it. That's why.
Damn it, llama.
I can't believe I don't know how that actually worked, but it did.
Because he loves to correct grammar, and you messed up grammar. An OCD guy. He has to correct it, and he had to walk into it. I see it's a trap.
I legit did not think anybody was going to walk into that because it was me who said it.
I almost was about to say it before him because I'm illiterate. I'm spelling. I'm like, I don't know. I think there's another letter. I'm not sure.
Oh, hey, speaking of Iron E, what is the difference between Iron Man and Iron Woman?
One has less.
One is a superhero while the other one is a command. Anyways.
No, actually, originally, no, it was Ironheart. Ironheart was originally porn. Oh, Disney! You should have checked that.
But safety tips.
Safety tips.
Yes, do not make that joke around your wife. Safety tip.
My wife's the one that told me about it. I'm like, yeah, Ironheart, and I'm showing her in the game, and she's like looking it up, and then she shows me, and I'm just going, "Wow, you mean?"
Okay, hold on. Safety tips. We are currently in the middle of summer. It is very hot out. Please stay hydrated. Make sure you do not get too much sun exposure. Wear your sunscreen. Wear protective garments if you desire to wear protective garments. When working in different environments like myself, it is always good to wear slip-resistant footwear, steel-toe shoes, boots, whatever. I'm sure Mayhem over there wears something of a steel toe so that he can shove it up his boss's ass. Anyways.
Hey, we like our boss.
We like our boss.
I haven't met your boss yet, I think.
He reminds me of a comic star.
Use your mirrors on the road, people.
Oh, yes. And oh my God, I don't know what it is about. So, like, I recently changed companies. We're not going to talk about what company I drive for now. But I don't know why. But ever since I've started driving for this company, I use my blinkers all the time. All the time. I swear, I think the blinkers only work when I'm looking at them from outside the truck. Because nobody lets me get over in this truck, ever.
They see Llama, and they're just like, it's you.
They realize it's him.
Because remember, we're in like a larger scale Truman Show, and only like a small number of us are actually the stars of the show and just don't know it. And we're trying to figure out what the hell's going on in the world. And
we're trying to figure out who's the star, who's the extra.
And also the NPCs. And who's just paid to be here.
I think Mayhem is secretly an NPC.
No, definitely not. You'll
of course, and again, I only say that because he gives me the best quests.
I just leave them on the calendar for myself for later, and I come back and you did it. I have never got to finish my side quest, you dick. Only main story. Why? I like side quests.
I'm a side quest hoe.
You are.
You could call me a side hoe. Wait a minute.
Damn it, Llama. For summer safety tips, though, too, with your car, make sure you check your radiator and check everything else. Make sure.
Yes, make sure you change your tires' air to summer air. You don't want that winter stuff in there. Sorry, continue.
Damn it, Llama, my eyebrow's twitching. It's what? Nip. I swear, if someone does this,
you're gonna give him a brain aneurysm.
For just in case anybody's wondering, I am very slap happy at the moment. I worked almost 14 hours straight in the sun and whatnot. It was great.
It's okay. We blew you with some air compressor.
Oh, geez. So that's what that smell is. Cooked llama.
Right? It's llama overcooked, extra dry with a side of corn and a pickle.
I think the cheese fermented.
There was no cheese on the order.
Oh no, the Fermunda cheese.
Damn it, Llama. Note to self also for safety tip people.
Wash your undercarriage.
How about scam protection? Any advice for scam protection?
Oh, I actually got an email from that new company I work for, and it says this is not a phishing attempt, but I haven't responded because I totally feel like that's what a phishing attempt would tell me.
I believe you. This happened to me. And I'm like, I can't be. They're just messing with me. I click on it. This is a phishing attempt. You failed. Really? Yeah, no, I'm done with those. I'm completely done with those things. I just don't pay attention. I just look at ones that are important, that are from certain important people, and I go, okay, this looks legit. And if not, I consult with the proper people. But
tell like if you get a random call for people, tell them you're recording. They won't say anything.
I'm always recording. And
I actually have an app that records.
Or just tell them you're on the. Or you tell them you're on the shitter.
Mm-hmm.
Now hold on.
Oh no!
Make sure.
You know, some of them won't care.
They get off on that.
Some of them just won't care. And
Scammers are like,
yeah.
Most of them love the smell.
They don't want to be recorded.
Hey, Chad, are you still alive?
Be recorded because then they're true.
Chat. Oh, I hate cars. She said.
Oh, why is my chat not updating?
She says, "Meh, I like."
You probably because you're on your phone.
Oh
no, I have you guys on my phone. I have the chat on my tablet. There we go. Now it's updated.
Yeah, why don't you just join us? Just join us for the channel.
I had to close it out and reopen it.
You're welcome to join in. Yes, Llama. Yep, they answered. No, you join in. Message Llama and tell and have him or one of us.
Oh, just for the record, the Damn It Llama counter is in effect currently, but the game today is the first person at the end of the show who tells me how many Damn It Llamas happened in the entire episode, along with a picture of their boobs, wins.
Oh, damn.
Damn it, Llama.
Damn it.
Because either way, I win.
You do, and it's smart. And I've done things similar, but not with Llama. Not in that way. Got me on that one. You make me feel young again.
That's what you said last night.
Now I'm worried.
You should be. You were asleep the entire time. Did you know you talk in your sleep?
I don't actually talk in my sleep.
You did last night.
No.
Or were you really awake?
No, I was awake. Because I kept asking why.
Anywho's old. It's time for birthdays.
Damn it, Llama.
Madly noisy.
Anyways, I'm gonna crash. Night, guys.
All right. I guess we lost him.
Where are we starting?
Okay, so that's what I'm getting to. We are starting on June 4th.
Damn it, Llama. We weren't even done with the show. Now we can't even know the counter.
And we're gonna start off with Angelina Jolie, 50. Oh, 51.
She's good for a 50. I liked her in Maleficent.
Mine's Mr. and Mrs. Smith. That's my favorite of hers.
Don't forget about the short Tomb Raider.
Yep. And she was also in Salt. Girl. She was also in the 1999 film Girl Interrupted. She also was in Salt, Changeling, Unbroken, and the Eternals.
Yeah,
Never
she was
heard of that one.
the Queen
Which
Mother
movie
thing.
on? Eternals was a Disney one. They were trying to bring back a comic, superhero characters, kind of like the Avengers, but like kind of like semi-gods. But they screwed it up. And
Okay, how many of these 6 children are hers and Brad's, and how many of them were adopted?
I actually don't know. Did she actually have any of these kids?
I have no clue.
And what day are we on again?
The 4th.
The 4th.
Okay, so I was off by a day. That's what was going on. Angelina Jolie, I was a big fan of the Tomb Raider movie. The first movie I ever seen her in, though, was Hackers, and also that's when you get to see her boobs. And I loved it. I paused that frame so many times back in the day. Oh, man. I love that movie. I thought hacking was like that for the longest time till I started learning it. And then I was like, wow, it's not like this. Like, there's some cool stuff, but no. That movie is like sci-fi in a different kind of way, but it was really cool. I enjoyed it. Some of my favorite actors are in it, and man, it's probably why I dressed the way I did was because of that movie. Watching it. All right, let's go for some other people.
How about Keith Dave, 70 years old, best known for his roles in Coraline.
Coraline is the cat.
He was also in The Princess and the Frog, and most recently in Mufasa.
Yeah, I like his voice. He's
actually kind of like a dual wield actor. He does mostly voice acting, but he also he does a lot of on camera acting as well.
Oh yeah,
one of his roles was in the Mass Effect franchise as what was it? It was Davis something.
I don't know.
All right, how about this? King George III died 1820.
Dang.
If I'm not mistaken, he was the one that fought against the Americans in the Revolutionary War.
Yeah, he was the monarch during the Revolutionary War. He didn't actually fight on the front lines, but he was the monarch.
He sent armies, so
he started shit. All right, I got one right here. Noah Williams, 5 TV actor, and he did movies too.
Noah Weil.
Series, yeah, thank you. Noah Weil. I've seen him in a lot of stuff. A lot of TV, like ER. Yep, right here. ER roles. Steven Spielberg series, Falling Skies, stuff like that.
I got one. How about Ona Chaplin, 40 years old.
Una Chaplin.
She's known as an actress for her roles in Quarantine on Solace, The Longest Ride, and The Devil's Double. And she is the granddaughter of the iconic actor Charlie Chaplin.
Oh wow, that's really cool.
How about this? Maria Bakalova, movie actress. She's 30 years old. She was best known for her role in Borat 2.
Actually, I don't know if I watched that one. I know I watched the first one. I don't remember if I watched the second one.
She plays Tutar, the daughter of the title character, and she helps her father gain access to several people within Donald Trump's inner circle. Is apparently what her role was in that.
All right, let's do one more before we shift off to the 5th. What about Chiori, a 25 pop singer? She's from the girl group known as Luna. like Loona.
Mm-hmm.
She is the 8th member to be revealed as part of Luna. They've released 2 full-length albums. 2016.
Yeah, they're
and
fairly
they haven't released-
good group.
Surprised they haven't released anything since. All right, let's go to the 5th.
All right, and with the 5th, we are going to start it off with so many social media stars on the 5th.
Yeah, you're telling me. Or I got a movie.
Rick Riordan, young adult author. He was
Okay.
the one that brought us the Percy Jackson and the Olympian series.
Oh, you mean Rick Riordan?
Thank you. See, even I mess up on names.
Yeah, he's.
And
I actually
Trace Larvae books. The Maze.
I actually met him in real life. He is actually a real. The reason he started these books is because when his kids were younger, this is actually from. He told me this story. When kids were younger, he told his kids the ancient myths and all the ancient stories. Well, one day he was running out of stories, and he's like, "Well, crap! What am I supposed to do?" So he started making up his own stories using the thing, and that's how the stories franchise started. He's probably like a multi-millionaire now.
All right, I got what a Mark
now.
Got one right here. Mark Wahlberg, 55, movie actor. I'm a big fan of this guy.
Nice.
A lot of his stuff. Boogie Nights.
He's actually in a movie called Zero as the or I think it's one.
He's played in a lot of things.
Most probably know him from Ted or Transformers.
Yeah,
I know him from a lot of things.
He was in Boogie Nights, The Fighter, Ted, Transformers, Age of Extinction, Daddy's Home, Lone Survivor. He was also a part of the HBO series Entourage and Boardwalk Empire. He also took part in the 1996 TV film The Substitute. And he also was in The Other Guys with Will Ferrell.
Yeah, that was funny. But the one that I remember him in was a Hitman movie back in the day, and it had John Leguizamo in it too, and a couple other guys. And it was just really good. I forgot what it was called though. Damn, it was a good movie. I'll remember it later. All right, let's keep going.
How about Nick Kroll? TV actor, 48. Best known for his role in The League, as well as the Comedy Central show, Kroll Show. He was also in the Adult Swim series, Children's Hospital. And he also voices Duchy in Sausage Party. And I do believe he was also in Big Mouth, but I don't quote me on that.
All right, I got one right here. Pete Wentz, 47, a bassist for Fall Out Boy. Yeah, I remember this guy because my sister had the biggest crush on this dude. Always talked about him and this, and this. And I was sitting there going, this is annoying. It was just like when she loved Instinct, she loved the Lance guy and kept talking about him. I'm just like, that's all I could hear about them. But yeah, he was a good bassist. Does Fall Out Boy still do music? I know they do. I knew the lead singer.
Yeah, they still do. They still do music.
Okay, yeah, because he does. I know he did the Hell of a Boss stuff.
Mm-hmm.
How about Jeff Garlin, 68?
Garland.
He is best known for his role as Buttercup in the Toy Story 3, the captain in WALL-E. He also played in a film called Daddy Daycare with Eddie Murphy. and the sitcom The Goldbergs.
Okay, how about this? Jazz saxophonist Kenny G, 70 years old. He just does a lot of smooth jazz, and it's mainly just solo saxophone work and smooth jazz, and really good, all instrumental.
Yeah, didn't he have like a Guinness World Record for the longest note played on one instrument for Held?
Yep, it was the instrument was his soprano sax, which is his most popular one.
And he sat there and held that note for freaking so many, like a while, like 17 minutes or more or something, because he learned how to breathe through one side while breathing out through the other while pushing through the music. And
it's called circular breathing.
Yeah, it was insane.
It's something a lot of wind and brass instrument players learn how to do. I used to know how to do it. I haven't done it in years.
Yeah, that's really cool. All right, let's do one more before we shift off to the 6th. If you guys got one, I got one right here. Sam Darnold. I think so. 29, a football player. He is the New York Jets, who was drafted by, and let's see, season with the Minnesota Vikings in 2020, and traded to the Seattle Seahawks in 2025. Okay.
All right, moving on to the 6th. And we are going to start off with Judith Barcy. Unfortunately, she was the little girl, died in 1988, voice actress at the age of 10, killed by her father, who killed her mother and her before killing himself.
What is wrong with people?
She was the one that played the voice of Anne Marie in All Dogs Go to Heaven, and she was also Ducky in The Land Before Time.
Yep, I remember all of that. It was really dark, messed up. Like my parents told me about it and everything. And, all right, but on that dark note, let's go to another one.
Speaking of dark notes, how about we talk about Robert Englund? 79 years old, best known for his role as Freddy Krueger on Nightmare on Elm Street, and he's held that role for most of the franchise.
Yeah, except for the one guy that played him for a little bit, and everybody hated it, and they begged for the original guy to come back.
It's because that other guy didn't know how to play him.
Yeah, he did. Like a different universe him to me. I got one right here. Nathan Hale, 1755 to 1776 war hero.
What war?
War hero. Last words, I only regret that I have but one life to give for my country. He was named the state hero of Connecticut of 1985.
He was, according to this, he was captured and hung by the British forces following the failure at Agincourt at Age mission.
How about this? WWE superstar Drew McIntyre, 41. And no, he just recently lost the championship. He did hold the WWE championship there for a little while. And the heavyweight champion. He's held a lot of championships. Currently, right now, I think he's going for the heavyweight.
I got one. Jason Isaac. Isaacs. 63 years old. Best known for his role as Michael Bear in the sci-fi series Awaken. He was also in The Patriot as the British officer. He was also in several of the Harry Potter movies as Lucius Malfoy. And apparently he was on Fury. Is what?
He recently just had a movie too that he was in, and he played like a cripple that had to wear kind of like an Iron Man-esque suit and kick everybody's butt. It's kind of cool. All right. What about this one? Hyuna. If I said that right, I'm sorry if I didn't. 34 pop singer from South Korea. She in the all-girls group 4 Minute, which described in 2016 or disbanded in 2016. Then she also performed in a duo of Troublemakers in 2017, and she was announced as a member of the trio Triple H. I wonder if Triple H will have something to say about that.
Hyuna is actually how you pronounce her name.
Thank you. All right, let's do 2 more before we shift off.
Here, did that one.
Okay.
Who do you guys see?
How about this? Stage actress Ashley Park. She was the person who played Gretchen Wiener on Mean Girls. In Mean Girls the musical. She
Nice.
Yep, on Broadway. She was also in a production of The King and I, as well as Emily in Paris and Beef.
How about Sukarno? Sukarano. During the 1920s, he was an Indonesian politician revolutionary.
Sukarno.
Okay, that one.
Sukarno.
He led his country to fight against Dutch rule. From 1945 until 1967, he held the office as Indonesia's first president.
All right, and we're gonna shift off to the
one
7th
more. Haechan. He is 26 years old, member of NCT, a K-pop boy band.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Now we're on
Let's
to
move on. Let's move on to the 7th.
who do we got first on the base? I call after
Iggy
you.
Azalea is first. 36. She's the rapper. She's the one that brought us Fancy, the song Fancy.
Oh, nice. All right, I got one right here. Carl Urban, 54, movie actor. I'm a big fan of this guy. Watched him in Judge Dredd and in Star Trek. And
he was in the Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, he was in Lord of the Rings. I remember him in Lord of the Rings. He was in Hercules series like 2 or 3 different times. There's 2 or 3 different characters.
And he's currently playing Billy Butcher in the Boys universe.
Yep, and he played Judge Dredd.
And Johnny Cage.
Yep, and recently Johnny Cage. It's pretty cool. All right, who else do we got next?
How about
this? Oh, go ahead.
How about Leslie Nielsen?
Liam Nielsen,
movie actor, 74 years old. Best
known role,
at least one of the ones I liked him in was Schindler's List as Oscar Schindler.
Schindler's List, you mean?
Yeah, Schindler's List. He played in the first Star Wars, The Phantom Menace as Qui-Gon Jinn. He played in The Kingdom of Heaven.
Played as Zeus.
Yeah, you're right.
He's played in Taken 1, 2, and 3. He recently was in the new Naked Gun. as the son of the original.
He
Which
played
How about-
Aslan in the Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe.
Nice. All right, Thunderbase.
All right. How about this? Michael Cera, 38. That is Scott Pilgrim from Scott
Love that
Pilgrim
movie.
versus the World.
I've watched that movie.
He was
times.
also he was also the lead in Superbad, as well as in Juno and Arrested Development.
And Barbie, apparently.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he was.
As Alan.
Yep.
He was Alan. He wasn't Ken.
And his parents worked for Xerox.
Oh wow! So they printed him out. No, I'm joking. I have one right here. I'm sorry, I had to. Got one right here. Prince, 1958 to 2016. Pop
Was
singer.
got denied by the Muppets.
Purple Rain was one of his biggest hits, as well as a movie, which I remember watching. He literally changed his name into a symbol for a long period of time, and then he switched it back not too long before he died. But he put everything into his kid's name, from my knowledge. And before he died, but mysteriously, he died similar to how Michael Jackson did, in some kind of mysterious way of a drug overdose of some sort that was pumped through him. Yeah, gave him the same prescription, and he just mysteriously was, oops, he's allergic to it. Thud. It was strange, huh? All right, let's go with a couple
How about
others.
this? Allen Iverson, 51, basketball player, former shooting guard for the Philadelphia 79ers, 1996 to 2006.
Oh, I got one right here.
Oh,
WWE.
he was actually a quarterback in his high school. He played football.
Nice. Got one right here. WWE superstar himself, Mick Foley, 61 years old, known as Mankind, Buddy Love, and just himself.
Dude Love.
And Dude Love, sorry. Mix those up.
Mankind, Dude Love, and Cactus Jack.
Yep.
And then himself.
He wrestled.
As
We literally just spoke about that today, didn't we?
Yep.
We literally just talked about that because he was in the Royal Rumble and he came out as 3 different people. And then I remember that when I did pro wrestling and I was Mayhem, and then I came out as Oops, and no one knew that Mayhem and Oops are the same guy. It was hilarious. I loved it.
How about this? Pop singer Tom Jones, 86 years old. He's
There's a
the
lot
one
of
that brought us What's New Pussycat.
Whoa,
And,
whoa.
and he also brought us It's Not Unusual.
It's
You
not
know,
unusual.
the Carlton dance song.
Right. All right, let's do one more. This one has so many good ones, but we'll be on this one all day. All right. You guys see any of them, or you want me to say it?
You could say it.
Yeah, there's so many.
All right. We got Dean Martin. Or is that the one you just did?
No, that's not what I just did.
All right. Dean Martin, 1917 to 1995, pop singer. Known for a partner of Jerry Lewis. He was the crooner and the member of the Rat Pack.
Mm-hmm. Last one, Dave Navarro, 59. He's the guitarist of the Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Oh, wow. All right, let's go
All
on.
right, now we're moving on to the 8th. And we're going to start that off with WWE superstar Liv Morgan, 32, who just did a new pop song called Trouble. Make sure to check it out.
Oh, here, I got one. How about Ellen Bailey? 50 years old. Best known for his role in In the Academy Award series, HBO series called Band of Brothers, he was played as David Keno.
All right, nice. I got one right here called Jerry Steller, 1927 to 2020, movie actor and TV show actor as well for Seinfeld as one of the fathers, and then also he was in Zoolander and in Heartbreak Kid, Heavyweights, King of Queens. I remember him in King of Queens. That was my favorite thing when he was in.
How about this? Pop singer Bonnie Tyler, 75. Us holding out for a hero. It's a heartache. Total eclipse of the heart. And she also brought a cover of The Rose.
Nice. All right, what about we got Jonah Rivers, 1933 to 2014 TV show host. And also she's very good at exposing and calling people out for things before they happened.
I got one. How about E.R. Fistmaster? Actual name.
Wait, what?
34 years old. She's best known for her appearance in Grey's Anatomy as. Hang on. Let's see the show is.
E.R. Fightmaster, you mean?
Yeah.
That's one hell of a last name.
She played
She's
as
from Grey's
Dr.
Anatomy.
Bartley.
Are you a real fight master, or is that just your last name? Because dang, that's
a stage name, I think, because they're apparently genderless.
How about Barbara Bush, First Lady? She died April 17th, 2018.
Let's do one more.
She was the wife of the 41st President of the United States and mother of the 43rd President of the United States. And she, let's see what she was going after.
Oh my God.
How about this? Mamoru Miyano. He's 43. He is best known as his roles in Vampire Knight and Soul Eater, the main voices.
Awesome. All right. So
basically, he's the Japanese voice actor for the stuff that Johnny Young Bosch did in the anime.
Nice. All right, so we want to shift over to the 9th now?
Sure.
Oh,
there is actually one more person that we never mentioned on the 8th.
Oh, yeah? Who is that?
Kanye West.
Yeah, there's a reason why.
I mean, he's still celebrity technically. He does still have good music. I will say that he does still have some good music.
Too bad that good music comes from a douchebag.
He totally went crazy, and then the whole, wearing that was weird. He was weird.
Yeah.
He screwed up.
Only reason I would include him is because of the music and nothing else.
Right. That is all you get?
Nothing more. But for June 9th, we are going to start that off with the legend himself, Johnny Depp.
Love this dude.
Well, that's what everyone always associates him with, but he has been in way more things.
I remember him from Edward Scissorhands more than anything. And
he's also Sweeney Todd.
Yep.
He's also, what was it? What else did I remember him in?
He has been in Edward Scissorhands. Yep. He has been in Edward Scissorhands, Ed Wood, Donnie Brasco, Blow, and What's Eating Gilbert Grape, as well as 21 Jump Street and multiple Tim Burton stuff.
Wait,
Yep.
he was in Platoon? As what? Leonard.
All right.
That was probably one of his earlier roles. Oh, he was also in Dark Shadow, and he was also did a movie. I can't remember the name. He did a cameo because it was with Heath Ledger. Heath Ledger died during making that film, and he was one of the actors who came. Yeah, that's it. The Imaginarium of Dr. Pernerdis.
Mm-hmm.
He played as
That's
Tony.
the reason I say he is a legend.
Anyway,
All right. I got one right here. Michael J. Fox, 65.
Marty.
it's very sad what happened to him. He got Parkinson. He has had Parkinson's for most of his career, and that pretty much torpedoed his career after a while because his hands he couldn't control his shaking anymore.
Weed helps a lot.
Mm-hmm. He has actually started smoking more weed, and he actually has appeared more recently in stuff. Like he was a part of the whole restructure of the DeLorean. Him and the one that played Doc before he died.
Yeah.
They were all a part of the whole new DeLorean that was coming out, and he seemed to have been doing a bit better.
Yeah.
How about Natalie Portman, 45 years old? Oh, she was born in Israel. Go figure. Anyway, she's an Academy. She received the Academy Award for Best Actress for her role in Black Swan. She was in V for Vendetta. She's also been in some of the Marvel movies, banging Thor.
Hell yeah. I mean, what?
She was in the prequel series as Queen Amidala as Padme.
Okay.
She was in Mars Attack?
Yeah.
As what?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Taffy Dale.
Mm-hmm. All right. How about Tamala Mann, 60, movie actress and gospel singer. She is best known for her role as Cora Simmons in the Tyler Perry Medea films, The Diary of a Mad Black Woman, all the Medea films, as well as Tyler Perry's Meet the Browns. But she mainly does gospel work, mainly doing gospel vocals, and all that kind of stuff. She's a very nice person. She is a very nice person.
All right. Let's do one more before we shift off to the 10th. What about Gloria Rubin, 62, TV actress? She was in the ER, and she studied jazz and a few other things. All right, you got any more before we go off to the 10th?
You said one more, so let's move on over to the 10th.
All right.
And we're going to start that off with Judy Garland, best known as Dorothy.
She got asbestos. She basically got sold. Her mom basically sold her to the movie studio, and they basically had controlling rights to do whatever they wanted to her.
She died in 1969 at the age of 47.
Yeah, that's sad. All right, let's see. Got one right here. A rapper called Fitness 2 Times with a Y instead of an I. 34 or Finest. Finest 2 Times. For the Hustle and Flow mixtape. 2019 version.
How about Prince Philip? He died he almost made it to a centurion. He died in April 9th, 2021 at the age of 99. He was 1 year away from being a centurion. He is Duke of Edinburgh and husband of the Queen Elizabeth II.
Nice.
He earned his distinction by being the longest serving and oldest spouse of the reigning British monarch.
All right, I got one right here. Elizabeth
And
Hurley.
father of the current king.
All right. Elizabeth Hurley, 61 years old. Still doesn't look it. A British model and actress. She was in Spy Who Shagged Me. And what was it? The Bedazzled, 2012, played as the devil. Oh, sorry, 2000, played as the devil. Played in a few roles.
How about this? Gail, pop singer. She's 22. She's known for the song ABCDEFU and Orange Peel. If you don't know which one that is, it's the one that's ABCDEFU and your friends, they never meet again.
Interesting.
I don't know if you've heard that one. It was big back in 2021.
Hmm.
And still circulates the EDM scene to this day.
Wow. Might have heard it then. Got one right here. Lily Sobieski. She was in Jungle to Jungle with Tim Allen, and then in Deep Impact, and then Joan of Arc. I remember in a few things. Let's do a couple more. You guys got who do you guys got? Got one right here. Bill Burr, 58, comedian, and also was in Star Wars. And Breaking Bad, he played Daddy's Home, F is for Family, The Front Runner. Let's see. He his voice is used in Grand Theft Auto. Mostly a comedian, though.
All right. Oh, happy birthday to all you and to all those that we may have missed. But at this time, it's time for us to move on. All right. And today, it's gotten around to that time of year where, well, the air is almost like an ocean, almost like we're swimming in a lake or an ocean. It's that humid out. And
I can contest to that.
This humidity along.
It is so hot.
Will only just keep getting worse.
It's so hot, and it makes. I was sweating so hard today at work that my shirt was sticking to me like Velcro.
Yeah, it was humid and hot. Like, I like it though. I mean, I like the heat. It's just more of my body hasn't adjusted yet. Once it adjusts and changes temperature in my core, then it'll be different. Right now, my core is still running hot. Once your body changes temperature due to where you're at, it shifts. But Yeah, when it comes to the weather and everything, just be mindful. There's a lot of thunderstorms out there right now.
Yeah, for right now, looks for where we are here in Michigan, it is looking like over by the Canadian coast is set up for another tornado watch this evening, as well as up north by Mackinac and Alpena. Looks like you guys are set up for another tornado watch or severe weather as well, but that's not all. Just off to the west, we've got another set of storms rolling in through from the west, and this storm is looking like another front style down more towards the central, more like what we would refer to as Tornado Alley. We can see more of heavy depression showing up. I'd be on the lookout for possible heavy tornadoes or heavy storm activity within the upcoming days.
All right. And is that it for our news for today?
That is it for weather. Let me get the next part open.
Alrighty then. I like it when it's hot. Humidity sucks sometimes, but when it's just hot in general, I love dry heat. But on that note, we will be switching to the next subject. And that'll be, if I had a drum roll.
My turn?
Game on.
So both PlayStation State of Play and Xbox Showcase have come and gone, and they have released announced some fantastic games that are coming out this year. One of which is an oldie but a goodie. They have remade, not remastered, remade the original Halo game called Halo Combat Evolved. Now, to be honest, this game is going to be coming out at the end of the month on June 28th. As of this recording right now, it is coming out on June 28th. For Xbox Series X and for the first time ever, PlayStation 5. It will feature new things such as some new missions that were not in the original game, upgrade mechanics, a co-op play, so you could play up to 4 different players at the same time, both in split screen and on console. And even better, it has cross-play capabilities. But sadly, unlike the rest of the franchise, this one will not have any multiplayer mode, which is probably making a lot of the OG players very salty. From what I've been hearing, there are some guys who are complaining about it, but they can go and whine into the ether for all I care. Other games that are coming out for Xbox, at least, is a new Gears of War called. This time, it's going to take place on Emergence Day, and the new Fable has finally been announced. It is not going to come out until February of next year, according to the interweb. Now, we're not going to just talk about. We're not just going to talk about Xbox. Let's be equal opportunities on this. Hang on. PlayStation is also having some games coming out soon as well. For example, they are adding another chapter to their game of God of War franchise. Sadly, in this one, Kratos will not be played as the main protagonist. You will be playing as Kratos' new wife. The new wife, Laufey. New game in town.
All right. I had the one as it was a Pirates one.
Oh, right. They are also remaking Assassin's Creed, a Black Flag. I think is that the one you're talking about?
Oh, there's that, and there's Winds Row. Both are good. I can't wait to see the new version of Black Flag, like the revamp, pretty much. But I was trying to play some Winds Row, and it was fun, but just my computer, for some reason, is now having issues because it can't run it for some reason that good. I like check my settings. Ever since the update, I think it changed my settings back, which I need them to be on a different process instead of what's going on. Or I can't play. I like playing my games. Keeps me at bay. But on that, we're going to shift off to the next things, and we will wrap this up tonight.
I think it's Warhammer Lore next.
I believe so. And then I think we may have one more thing for political. I'm not sure. Thunderbase knows. He sees all.
Greetings and salutations. By the grace of the God Emperor and with the blessings of the Holy Oaths, I begin permission to tell this transmission. Today, we've been talking for the last couple of weeks about Space Marines, the Adeptus Astartes, and what is the one thing that all Adeptus Astartes had, both on the Loyalist side and Chaos side, is their power armor. Now, the Space Marine power armor is a relic of the dark age of technology that has been revamped by the genius of the God Emperor of mankind. It is a marvelous piece of war gear that turns a regular Space Marine into a demigod that is specifically made for their demigod status of the Space Marines. Now, regular mortals can wear power armor, but we're talking about Space Marine power armor. So when we talk about them, we'll talk about that there. This is some tough pieces of kit. These plates are made with ceramite, adamantium, and plate steel and plasteel. This armor is pretty much, it can take a lot of punishment before it can even get started. It takes a lot of punishment before it can even crack it. In fact, in the series called Astartes, you can actually see the level of detail, you can actually see the pinpricks of the blasts from it. Now the system, the Space Marine armor is interfaces comes from one of the last organs that are getting implanted, which is a mesh suit that's placed underneath the skin that connects the Space Marine to its armor, so it's fluent, like it's like a second skin for. Now there are 10 different armors, and it is literally an armor that can be throughout the ages, having different subsystems and other systems that actually help not only boost the strength of the Space Marine, but make them faster. It helps them survive in space and or in toxic environments. It feeds them vast amounts of information, such as it has sensors and allows them to hear far, and a Vox, which is a radio, as well. And all this power armor is run by a miniature nuclear fusion backpack. So it's mini nuclear reactor on the back. Let's see. Trying to get to the actual order. Let's see if I can find it. Okay. Well, in Space Marine armor start all the way back before the Unification Wars. In fact, many of the ancient warlords of Earth used power armor, used different bits and bobs of power armor, their own version. It wasn't until the God Emperor's Mankind came out and made the Thunder Warriors is when Space Marine armor started coming to be. And with its first mark, the Mark I, the Thunder Power Armor, which was really designed more as works more with the upper body instead of the lower body, so it gives them their big, powerful strength while providing protection. It was not designed. It was designed for terrestrial combat, meaning that you could not survive in space with this armor. It wasn't until the second Mark II Crusader power armor is when that got changed. It had more plating and resistance, and this is a fully encased suit so that they can fight in combat. This is where the Astartes actually started to become more of a thing, because the Mark I was for the Thunder Warriors. The Mark III, which is the Iron Armor, which is primarily used by Space Marine legions such as the Iron Warriors and the Death Guard, really front-facing power. So it's really reinforced on the front, not so much in the back. So it was really designed for breaching. Then there's the Maximus Mark IV, Mark V, Mark IV. Power armor, which was, I think this is when they started to become, it goes into the Horus Heresy.
So they have upgraded the power armors over time, though, too.
Yes. They upgrade the power armor over time. The Astartes armor is literally a timeline of the times. Then you have the Mark V Heresy power armor. This is the armor that was used primarily, was actually withheld to the other legions because of Horus. Horus got this armor and then withheld it from the other legions so that only their legions had it. Then there was the Mark VI, the Corvus power armor. This one was designed for stealth. It had that iconic beak-shaped helmet, so it had more sensors in it, and it was really designed for stealth. It was primarily used by the Raven Guard. Still is to this day. Then there was the the Aquila power armor. This is post us. This is actually the power armor that is most widely used now, and still is. This is post Horus Heresy, so you have these big Aquila across their chest, and this is when the chapter started. And this power armor is still used to this day. Aaron, power armor, blah 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 blah. And we can skip the rest because the rest is just. Now we get to the modern day one, which is the Mark 10, the Tacticus power armor, which actually has two different types, which is the the tactical one, and then there was the other one, which was a lot more tougher. Than that, blah 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 blah. Anyway, there's also power armor that was actually made by specifically that's for next week. Specifically for specific characters. Some armor is so old that it actually basically is made of mind of itself. It's been made over, redundancy. It's called artisan armor. Some of this armor dates back all the way back to the Great Crusade, and it has armor features such as an iron halo, which gives them a shield, more tougher armor, special little gadgets and features that allow it to stand out from its, or it has more ornate.
It does more damage, or it heals you, or it protects you from demons. There's so many different parts that can amplify you. And
then there's some Space Marine armor that is specifically made only for specific chapters, which we will talk about when we talk about that chapter, aka the Grey Knights. But that's a different day for another day.
Yeah, that's my favorites besides the Space Wolves. On that note, disclaimer. You guys see it, you know it, love it.
Or don't, but we don't care. So we can cover our own asses. So suck it!
What he said. Twice. Hit it, DJ. All right. The Purple People Party, for the people, by the people, of the people. Instead of the elephant or the donkey or the weasel or the rhino, we have the free brave bird, the American bald eagle. We believe in actual term limits for anything and most things in government. Believe in freedom of speech. Believe in actually having proper communications and chances and actually be proper investigations when it comes to certain stuff. No more of this shady oversight screwing people over things. The people need to have a voice finally that's proper, and there needs to be at least a third party that actually is set in stone with the other two parties that are set in stone. The Democrats and the Republicans have been holding off in their own way, and then it's a sports team thing, and we're tired of it. We want a third party that holds proper. The Green Party has failed us so far from what we have seen. So this is ours and what we have created. On that note, we are going to play some political videos based off the difference between the left and the right, and you mix all three colors together, red, white, and blue, you get a violet purple. Hi, Blair. And oh my God, Teletubbies. Why are they on a pride flag? Just first off, isn't that Teletubbies
that
for kids?
freeze frame.
I know, and I don't know if she did it on purpose or what, but damn.
But
Blair,
the thing is, why put demons on the pride flag?
Yeah, those are demons, by the way, the Teletubbies. That's what makes it even darker. All right, so let's play this, see what...
Happy Pride from the Teletubbies.
That's what I was just
There
saying.
is
Like,
a-
why is a kid's show saying Happy Pride? And that's
Can you guys hear it? I need to know that.
not right now. It paused. I heard her. I just everything was going nuts. For a
I was
moment.
just wondering if while the video was playing, could you hear it?
Yes.
Okay, that's all I needed.
Yes. This lady, wow.
drag queen twerking for young children at a
That's
family
no.
No,
friendly
You should not.
all
you
ages
should
Pride
not
Festival
be
in
twerking in front of a
Connecticut
child.
today.
Wrong.
Pride Month is big. 11 every year. People at this point, it's crazy how
You're not-
it's this month that was created to celebrate the LGBT community, that group of people, and it's actually because it's just so cringe, so degenerate at this point, become a net negative for gay and trans people, the LGBT community, whatever the acronym
Yeah. It's,
is now, right? It's become something that actually hurts. Flickers the most about to burn out. That's kind of what's happening here. Like it's kind of extra gross and like a weird way. Let's look at some of the stuff. Happy Pride from the Teletubbies, because that's normal. That's okay. Isn't Teletubbies not even on the air, but they're crafting Pride messages? Like that is okay. Interestingly,
yeah, that's
I feel
another
like
thing. Are they even on the air anymore? I
adults
heard they're not.
are kind of like done with.
They're trying to get you with nostalgia for it too, and pride is one of the greatest sins. And this one bugged me was Sesame Street. When Sesame Street saying Happy Pride, I'm like, Sesame Street. You're
the
Muppets.
Sesame Street.
I mean,
the
that make a
show,
lot of sense. They all
putting
have
out a
to
Pride
stand up
message,
their ass.
Happy Pride Month from Sesame Street, joining the members of our community. Nefarious is probably more like, at this point, I'm wondering if corporations are actually the most homophobic and transphobic people of all.
Trying to connect the kids.
I'm actually
That's the
wondering if
problem.
corporations hate gay
Not
people
for
so
the
much that they are doing everything they can. Like
And for them to choose
what
what
I'm
them
noticing
choose,
this year is
but
it's a lot of
when they're
kids stuff.
adults,
I really
not
think a
for
lot of
kids.
adults are done with Pride, but
I'm done with just the whole. It's like a weird celebration thing. Like at first it was funny, then it went no. Oh my god! Wow.
Yeah. I think the problem is that while I do support the LGBTQ
Nickelodeon.
community, I think they just keep adding more letters to that, and it's
Yeah,
just
like if you see the flag here,
it's
why is there
totally-
a brown and a black?
they're totally like just going off the deep end and just ruining the whole thing
People
for
are-
everybody. The whole point of the LGBTQ community is to be protecting, not just protecting themselves from people, from the hate groups that hate them for no reason, but a lot of them are just going like, and a lot of them are giving these people the ammunition to go again to make them the hatred more effective against them.
Yeah, dude, it's it went crazy. It got out of hand. Like I know friends like
In truth, the moment they added the plus, they should have just kept it at that. LGBTQ plus, and that's it.
That's fine with me there. But
That makes sense. It's
plus
there.
means extra. It doesn't mean add all this extra shit though.
Yeah, because they're ruining for everybody, and gives the ammunition to the people who want to shut you down, who want to get rid of you, who want you to go back to just be like on the fringe. But it's just like when you add all this extra stuff, it also confuses people.
Yep.
Like I remember when the LGBTQ community started doing that and added the plus, and I'm like, okay, cool. I'm cool with that. I'm down. I'm like,
And then they added extra stuff.
in my personal opinion, I do not care who you sleep with.
Yeah.
Boys, girls,
Like, you shouldn't be promoting it for everybody to see in the world.
and you also should not be twerking in front of children.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's messed up. You don't do that kind of stuff. And damn it, Thomas, stop yelling at me. All right, this guy looks like he hasn't slept in a while and might have Down syndrome. Not trying to be a dick, but damn. Former FBI agent on the moment.
Oh, these freeze frames.
Right? That's what I'm saying. He looks like that's a bad freeze frame for you, buddy. I know I probably got a few too, but I make goofy faces all the time. It's kind of my shtick. I like that stuff. And big Mr. Bean fan and Jim Carrey fan.
One of
I got big
things that absolutely chilled my blood was within a few months, and Stephen Miller told ICE officers and agents, you have absolute immunity in what you need to do. That is the exact opposite of how I was trained. I was trained that you have a set of boundaries confining what you can do. Those boundaries are laid out in the Constitution. And if you operate within those boundaries, you're good. But if you operate outside of them, you're on your own, and we will disown you for betraying what we are about. When you start telling law enforcement that there's no accountability, that there's no reasons for when they step out of line, they're going to step out of line. Like, it's a simple question of incentives and disincentives. And there's countries where that's happened.
Yeah, you'd have to be
generally choose to.
They're conditioned to follow the orders accordingly, and they're also conditioned and trained to question if it is something that breaks against the rules. So I don't know. I'd have to hear an actual of this happening. I didn't hear.
The problem is what he's talking about. He's talking about the ICE agents who are conducting themselves like they have absolute immunity, which they absolutely do not. They only have immunity until someone comes in and say you can't do that. Well,
the thing is that they can go into a certain extent, especially if they have warrants, they have all the proper paperwork, which they do over 90+% of the time. There are the occasions when they involve them chasing a person that they find out is a pedo or a rapist or whatever else, and sometimes they have to go above and beyond to stop the person, and that does happen. But it's better than keeping a dangerous person on the streets that people don't realize because he's hiding amongst the sheeple, and being quiet until it's time to attack. And that's been happening a lot lately, and they're all starting to come out and attack people. All right, let's check out this one.
Do you believe that America is addicted to white supremacy?
I believe that I tweeted that, and really much of my thinking has evolved over the last.
That America believes in black plunder and white democracy.
Yep,
you tweeted that in reference to a book you were reading at the time, apparently, The Case for Reparations. Believe that white people inherently feel superior to other races?
I do not.
You don't? You tweeted something to that effect. You said, I grew up feeling superior. How white of me. This is garbage. I'll spend all of my time doing everything I can to ensure you guys never get another dollar of taxpayer funding. This is complete garbage.
MAGA Republican Tim Burchett absolutely lights into NPR CEO for calling the song USA Republican propaganda. You are not going to believe how foolish that this woman is. You got to check this out.
Is it true that HBO bought the rights to Sesame Street?
No, it did not. It developed Sesame Street entered an arrangement with HBO for a number of years.
And it was a paid arrangement, correct?
Yes, which allowed us to get the series for free during the period of that time.
How much money was transacted?
No, Sesame Street is a private organization. It is separate from ours.
Okay. Ms. Meyer, what about Lee Greenwood's God Bless the USA is propaganda?
Do they only bite the Muppets?
I'm sorry, sir. Could you repeat the question?
What about
I don't know.
Lee Greenwood's God Bless the USA is propaganda?
I don't believe that is propaganda, sir.
Okay. Well, in January, North County Public Radio, that's a subsidiary of NPR, had Daphne Brooks, who apparently is a black feminism scholar, on its show where it was hosted by the host Brittany Lewis, and it says, "Have you ever watched something on TV and thought, okay, now this is propaganda? Have you ever had that moment?" To which Daphne Brooks replied, "Whenever I see Lee Greenwood singing Proud to be an American."
I believe that represents the individual we interviewed on air, not the position.
And yet you say there's no bias on NPR.
That is not a
And that is not a
NPR.
biased statement, ma'am. That is not even both parties wrap themselves around this song every time there's a national conflict. Lee Greenwood sings it and he does a beautiful job, but you say there is no bias in NPR.
That is that individual's opinion, and she, of course, is entitled to it, but that is not the position of NPR.
Ma'am, you said in your opening statement that you were going to be transformative, and I believe you failed to do that. Let me ask you, why did you call President Trump a fascist and a deranged racist sociopath in 2020?
Congressman, I appreciate the opportunity to address this. I regret those tweets. I would not tweet them again today. They represented a time where I was reflecting on something that I believe that the president had said rather than who he is. I don't presume that anyone is a racist.
You don't believe anyone is a racist?
I don't start by presuming anyone is a racist, sir.
Okay. Has NPR or PBS ever conducted an internal review to assess whether conservative or right-leaning perspectives are fairly representative news and programming?
Congressman, what we look at is the distribution of people who listen to our work, and we can tell you, and I'm proud to tell you, that for our digital, our podcast and our web, Americans who come to NPR reflect the political distribution of the nation. In fact, the distribution on our website, 33% of folks who come are conservative versus 28% who are liberal, and the rest identify as independent.
That's
so the
the
largest
question.
group is conservatives who come to NPR's websites.
Yeah,
that wasn't the question.
Yeah, he gets into it for a while for this one. He pulls up all the paperwork and all the stats and explains everything and asks her the questions, and she just fumbles for a while. It kind of looks bad, and we need to, like, citizen journalism is saving America. No joke. Nuck said it, and so many others, and Asmongold said it. It's true.
Yes, because the problem is the mainstream media
is corrupted. They're paid for now. They're bought out.
It's all paid for now. It's
they're all bought out.
Controlled by major multi-billion
whoever stock owners are.
It's all owned by the Epstein class.
They're the stock owners hold and own all that stuff, and it's messed up. And the shareholders that have gotten greedy, instead of actually caring about the people, they forgot the people need a voice, and that's why we need to do what we're doing. All right, let's watch this one. What's this? Sports players.
The president here just inconvenient on everybody else. Like, obviously more security.
It's true.
And stuff earlier. I think our bus here, so that's. I think the president makes it inconvenient on everybody else. Like, we got more obviously security. We got buses are a little earlier, so that's that.
It's because the problem is that Donald Trump attended the third game of the Knicks.
Yeah, I heard all about it.
What's wrong with him attending a basketball game, though? That's what I don't understand. Is
the only reason
what's wrong with him attending basketball game? He enjoys
with
it.
all the extra security. The problem is that with all the extra security, because Madison Square Garden
security originally until people kept trying to assassinate him. Recently, in the past just month, there has been like 3 attempts.
In the late, it's because of all the extra security. Not only did they block it's gummed up the already gummed up works of New York, it also got rid of the because a lot of people who could not afford to go into the actual Madison Square Garden, lost the opportunity to watch the game because they used to do is they used to have like bars and stuff around Madison Square Garden set up TVs so people who couldn't afford to go into the went into the actual garden, into actual Madison Square Garden, could still watch the game and still be enjoy. So what's that thing? Tailgating. like they're tailgating.
Yeah, he's the leader of the country, though, and people try to assassinate him several times, and he needs a proper getaway if things go off. You don't want to lose your leader, even if you're against him or not. Yeah, if you lose your leader, that's going to be a big problem, and things are going to fall apart. And JD Vance, he's already ready for what he needs to do, and then Rubio is ready to take Mount when it's time.
Oh, it's also he got booed relentlessly. Nobody all of New York did not want him there.
No, he didn't get booed relentlessly. Like I listened, I barely heard anything of booing. There were some people booing Being Dix, and there was other people that were cheering him. I was hearing both sides. There's videos on both sides for it, and some people they don't understand because they don't understand the risks that we're all at right now because of the wars. And it's not just.
I have one more thing to say about this. Donald Trump could find time out of his busy schedule and out of all the things he has to do to go to a basketball game, but he couldn't find the time to go to his son's wedding.
It depends on when, where, and if there was threats or not, because there were threats about.
Well, that's the point.
Trying to assassinate him.
That's the point I'm making. They literally build all this stuff just because Donald Trump was coming to go see a basketball game, but they couldn't find a way to allow him to go to his son's wedding. Again, it just shows you the kind of man he is. Anyway, next video.
Yeah, during that time, he was also called away due to Iran attacking us. He had something a little more important at that time.
Yeah, and I think his son even said it was okay along the lines because, we're being attacked. It was like 270 of our soldiers or something died that day. But that's just nitpicking here and there. Everybody has their personality traits and their flaws. I know. I have mine. Everybody does. And we're going to go into this next little video skit before we get ready to ship off in a few minutes after.
I don't know exactly what this is about, so we're going to look at it right now.
Oh yeah, this one's great.
Yeah, it's insane. True corruption.
Basically destroying my health. I can't post it, or I will go to. And not only I will also immediately lose dollars, and the GoFundMe will go straight to this.
He did release it.
That
and I watched
no
it.
longer
And
allowed
took
to
it
talk
down.
about. They sent court papers to my email. Which I guess a judge approved for them that this was a valid form. And not even mention this company or
Buffering, go away.
Will be in jail and everything.
How is his email valid service? That sounds like bullshit.
In this situation,
the thing is about
I do want to put the money that raised at risk.
Yeah. So, anywho, he would the money that he raised is actually way more than the money that he was in.
The thing is that yes, that is true. Right now, right now, he can't talk about it.
Yeah, he's playing the smart game
even this mystery
right now.
company.
If he
my
fights
personal
in
opinion is
court,
that this is unfair.
he
Because
most likely could.
Unfair. They're using the
Win
legal
because
system
of
to
the
avoid and to protect themselves from happening. Government should get involved with this.
Cover corruption.
Going on. There's really something going wrong.
And he's one of like the top guys out there. And like straight up, like this right there, he shows all the proof. I've watched the whole thing. It's insane. The cops that lied and the
and China, and if I remember correctly, she's also trying to put it onto the previous owners of that particular brand.
And they tried to act
even though there was video of him stealing it.
Yep. And they showed video proof and audio proof of them being mishandled, misused, them being lied to. They recorded all the
It got so bad this guy got swatted.
Yeah.
They literally swatted him and tried to say that he's the one who stole the Legos.
And not one Lego was in that house.
Nope.
They were pissed.
But
and then they went back to the
I will
place,
say one
and
thing.
now that they have them.
Eventually, he did get his Lego back, as well as a very hefty amount of money, but only after he had to go through all these hoops just to get his own property back.
Yeah, and they had to go through all this shit first, and then they did this with him, and they screwed this guy over right after. So they got their money back, they got their Legos, and he helped raise and give some of that money back to them, and then pay off all the stuff he needs to pay off. But they try to go out for his arrest. They try to lie about him. They try to slander him and defame him. They try to pretty much murder him. They did state that they were wanting to shoot him and kill him. They stated that several times. There's video proof of all of this. And then the cop, like
the karma will come to bricks and minifigs.
Yeah, it's going.
My guess is with that franchise is that they're done. Because
this will be their last year.
The thing is with that franchise is that the thing about those kind of franchises that any kind of like resell product, it's with a lot of companies, it's built on your reputation. People are coming to you to get rid of their stuff in order to get a good price for it.
Yeah, that's why he made a company called We Steal from Old People, just to purposely mess with them.
Yeah, and that's the point. Is that this company broke trust with this individual, and I'm guessing this is not the first time this has happened.
It's not. It's like the several or more. They found a bunch of stories about this.
My point being,
when looking back at the records of this company, they found that they have done this to a bunch of people.
Yep, like a large amount.
And because of that, they are destroying their own reputation with all of this shady shit.
They think they're too big to fit.
By doing that, people are no longer going to go to this company. I mean, don't get me wrong. I personally have gone to these kinds of resellers, not this particular company, but to other ones, and I've always gotten a good deal.
Yeah, same. But this place, never. And I'm never going to now.
My guess is probably within, I would say at most a couple of years, or I would be generous to say a couple of years, this company is going to go bankrupt because this franchise has this whole situation has made the entire franchise toxic, and nobody's going to do business with them.
Yeah, that it's messed up what happened here. So we'll end on that. That's pretty much what happens with this guy, and that he's fighting back. I think he'll win. He has all the proof. He just has to get the proper.
This guy right here, yeah, he's going to most definitely win because it's the First Amendment. It's like he has a right to talk about this, and the ultimate defense against defamation is the truth.
Yep, unless he kills him.
Unbelievable,
like
beautiful.
That's a different story. They might do that.
Private island in the middle of the Mediterranean. We were on a friend's boat, and we.
Hey, they're talking about Epstein's Island.
No, this is the totally different island. This is actually this what she is talking about is an island in I forget. Albert? No, it's not. It's in. Play the video. She'll tell, and he'll say the word. I can't think of the word.
An unbelievable, beautiful 1,400 hectare private island in the middle of the Mediterranean. We were stopped for a swim. That's how we found it.
Thousands of Albanians are taking to the streets to protest over the past week, not against their own government, but against Donald Trump's daughter, Ivanka Trump, and her husband, Jared Kushner. Ivanka and Jared Kushner are making a move to buy an Albanian island for a few $1 billion and then turn it into their own private resort or project. But this is protected coastal land in Albania. This is not some private playground. This is not some private island. This is public heritage. Their own heritage. They love this island, so thousands and thousands of people are taking to the streets, refusing to surrender their land to Jared Kushner's elite private island wish.
Now,
when we dig deeper into this, we realize that there is now an open corruption investigation in Albania into Jared Kushner. Just a year and a half ago, about
And
2
it's
years,
for sale.
years ago, very convenient, the Albanian government ended laws like the Strategic Investment Act and the Protected Areas Act, which then used which lands were able to be bought.
Henry, and as of yesterday, the Albanian government has put a pause on construction of that island. So until this is resolved, which is a major win. The island in question is not just a nature preserve for many species that live there, particularly flamingos. That's why if you see in the video that a lot of people are waving around paper flamingos, is because one of the things that island produces is a natural grounds for flamingos to be safe and do their thing. The Ivanka and Jared Kushner both want to construct that island into a resort, which is like the fact that someone in Trump's lineage is trying to make another island like that. It just is super creepy.
There's known if she's making it into something that's more public and open and people know.
You know how many people? You know how many millionaires and billionaires have their own private island resorts?
A lot.
Yeah, it wasn't just Epstein, and yeah, he had a bad island. Yes, but
there's
but
way
not
worse.
every island owned by a billionaire is like that.
No, there's good ones out there. There's amazing ones out there,
Yeah.
and good adventurous ones, and good profitable ones. And that's the thing they're trying to do: is it profit they would actually share to Argentina as well, and with America.
Yeah, but the people want the island left as it is.
All right, well, if it's
I
for
mean,
sale,
I agree with you. They chose the wrong island. They chose the wrong island to go to for that. They should have found one that was more actually either uninhabited or not owned.
The thing is that every island is owned by one region or another. The question is, who is the one putting it up for sale? Because if it's being sold already by by Argentina, and they've already put it up for sale, and it was purchased and paid for.
But the problem is that Argentina is
It's
the current government
heritage,
is
though,
very
that
corrupt.
place.
That's what he was saying, is that the government's bought and paid for. That's the problem.
Argentina is where originally the Nazis came from. Oh, so anyways. I'm not joking. Anywho.
I thought it was Austria.
No, you're right. I'm wrong. I got those two mixed up. It's Austria. I got the words mixed up. Thank you for correcting me. See, I get words wrong. I actually get words wrong a lot. Spelling. But on that note, when it comes to politics, as you see with us, we are in the middle. We will argue about both sides and state, hey, both y'all wrong. Here's mathematical proof that we can prove it to you, like Rick and Morty. And we believe in the People Party, for the people, by the people, of the people. And we have our American Free Brave Bird. We also have on that note is CEO, Chaotic Era Odyssey. The world is chaotic. It is a new era. It's our Odyssey. And then tune in on every Wednesday night around 8 p.m. for the Chaotic Minds Eastern Standard Time. And we go until about 10:30, depending. And last on my part beforehand is the GMK, Grey Mercenary Knights, which is part of our acting and combat performance group, as well as our stunts, as we do stunt choreography and fight coordination and make everything look good and safe and free, as well as doing our D&D stuff and chatting. Dark Trooper?
Tune in on Sunday at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for the Rolling to Die podcast. Hearts Mace, Henry the Hearts Mace is our host, is our GM. So please tell us what our campaign this week is.
All right, we're still continuing where we were left off on trying to chase Nervmex and his captured souls that he can control. We came across a giant crab and fought it and got distracted fighting that. The storm was too heavy for us to cut through at the time, so we went down into the ship to fight the storm. And we've last week, just only me and Thunderbase were there at the time. Things were happening. We were too busy. So this week we'll continue.
And hopefully Sage the Intelligent will be joining us.
Let's hope, because we miss him. He says he'll be back, I think, around Friday. He's a big part of the show as well, and hopefully we get to see his art. I'm excited. I've seen some of it, and
he did say he was only missing one Rolling to Die. So
yeah, that's true. And that was last week, and we all just did other things anyways. And plus, celebrating family. But on that note, Thunderbase.
Don't forget to tune in next week at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for the next Chaotic Era, or the next Chaotic Minds. I'm Devontae Ewing, aka DJ Thunderbase, saying thank you and good night.
Like, share, and subscribe. Comment who's your favorite. Probably not.